Back to the kidney disease clinic at the Scarborough Hospital in Anwar. I understand you have some patients lined up to chat.
Yeah, we are going to find out about how this impacts their life. But one thing that's really alarming that I did not know, of course, the government facilitates the hospital's daily operations. But when it comes to equipment, all of that is supported by donations, and that's what this is about. There's a fundraising initiative. The goal is $1 million. They're hoping to get about 20 new dialysis units. Part of the program here is allowing people to do their dialysis at home. I want to introduce you to Dr. Tan. He's the medical director of nephrology program here at TSH. And for those who aren't aware, and I bet you if we did a quiz, people wouldn't get it, where are the kidneys, and what does it do for us? How does it work?
In general, people have two kidneys. They're high up at the back there, not at the low back. So people always misunderstand. What do they do? I think the simplest things to explain that is when we eat, it's like raw material. The liver process what we need, and then the kidney kick out what we don't need.
The waste.
The waste. And so if the kidney doesn't function properly, then you accumulate all the body waste. And it's that they're toxic. They're toxins.
So the idea is to get rid of those toxins if you can't do it naturally.
Yes, yeah, and that's why we need dialysis to purify your.
And 2 million Canadians suffer from chronic kidney disease. Thousands upon thousands get dialysis. One of those patients, there's Terry and there's Marlon here. Marlon, how long have you been getting dialysis now?
I've been doing dialysis over 10 years now.
So 10 years, and I understand you do it 3 days a week, about 3 to 4 hours a day, right?
That's right.
So we're looking 12 hours a week, but without it you would not be here, and we're glad that you are.
Thank you.
What has this given you in terms of back with your life?
Well, it gives me a chance to have some freedom. It helps me to live a life with the support of the staff at Scarborough General Hospital. It helps me to be able to volunteer and participate and to give back.
And what would be the message, because I've met some of the team here, what's the message to them on how your experience is here?
Well, I want to say thank you to the staff for pretty much keeping me alive.
And that's the reality. Without the dialysis machine, people who suffer from chronic kidney disease would not be alive. I mean, they're starting to get caught up on that with education, where we can prolong that diagnosis now, but it's all coming down to, once again, funding. So just an amazing work that happens here at the Scarborough Hospital. I want to take a look at our forecast. We're going to start by letting you know that the weather is brought to you by the Presser Law Firm Injury Lawyers. You don't pay unless they win. Regardless of the weather, people like Terry and Marlon, they have to get their dialysis. So I'm sure forecast is something that they watch very closely. We'll start with the weather watch, some of the big stories I'm tracking for you. If you're going to catch a flight out to St. John's, wet and windy conditions. The last check, wind gusts at St. John's around 85 kilometers an hour with some rain and also some snow tomorrow across Labrador. And then as we move out west, heavy snow through the interior of BC, maybe 20 centimeters. As this low pushes into the Rockies, it'll move through into Jasper for tomorrow, and then soggy ballots down south. Florida is a key state. Those voters are going to be sitting in some torrential rain, potential severe thunderstorms. So that's something that everybody will be watching. As we look at our system map, I've drawn on everything you need to know. We've got a weak ridge of high pressure in place. It's giving us a little bit of a break. Generally speaking, just some cloudy skies and dry conditions. But it's cold with a northerly flow. Let's take a look at the system map and put things in motion here. You'll see that ridge gently pushes off to the east. This boundary sinks down to the south, and that will fuel further that nor'easter that's going to cause some major problems, especially for the U.S. Northeast, starting tomorrow morning throughout the day. So putting it all together for Toronto, mainly cloudy, 3 degrees and cold, partly cloudy for the overnight, down to -3 for the overnight low. Rest of southern Ontario, variable cloudiness. There have been a few sunny breaks, 1 to 7 degrees, below seasonal all across the board, partly cloudy for the overnight, -1 in Windsor, -3 in Kingston, -12 in Peterborough. 7-day forecast, 6 tomorrow, more sunshine, even better on Thursday, and then finally we start to see a swing, a southerly flow. Friday 10 degrees, 12 on Saturday, 14 on Sunday, with scattered rain showers. Looks like Sunday night into Monday, but again on the mild side. We're broadcasting live here at the Scarborough Hospital, the Chronic Kidney Disease Program. We will continue. Remember the fundraising initiative, $1 million is their goal, but now it's back to you into the studio for Talk Back Toronto.
Tonight, CTV News.